So, rounding out my series talking about the enhanced summoning mechanics for each of the 4-dimension dragons, we're talking about Starving Venom, who I think for the most part is doing very well in terms of the sort of enhanced summoning mechanics. Obviously, we have the two, standard fusion upgrades for it in Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon and Starving Venom Power Fusion Dragon. I always feel like I mess up on its name. Where you just use the fusion monster in a fusion, like Shining Flare Wingman. And then we have the kind of enhanced summoning mechanic of the crossover fusions, I've taken to calling them, where the user fuses their ace monster with another character's ace or boss monster, like Rainbow Neos or Arm Neos. And for Starving Venom, we have Odd Eyes Venom Dragon and the soon-to-be-released, hopefully we don't have to wait for it too long in the TCG, Starving Venom Wing Dragon, which I'm super glad that we're finally getting. I've wanted that card for so long, since Yuri owned Clear Wing for a little bit. But the thing that kind of annoys me with Starving Venom is that we don't have any contact fusion forms or upgrades of it. Which I think is a real shame because, as I mentioned in the Clear Wing video, the Zark Incarnations kind of echo the protagonist. They kind of fill that role for the most part. Yuri's probably the most exception to that rule, but that's what they tend to do, especially in their actual, summoning mechanics. So for Yuri, who in Arc 5 is the kind of pure embodiment and master of fusion summoning, it feels like a real shame to not have him have 50% of fusion summoning mechanics, because that's really the two paths you have. You have the standard fusion summoning where you use polymerization or another fusion card, and then you have the contact fusions. And unless we're counting special effects that allow you to fusion summon with monsters, which Predaplants have a few of, Predaplants have a whole don't have any contact fusion monsters. Which I think is a real shame, because I think it would be really cool to see what a Starving Venom upgrade or even just spin-off monster that is a contact fusion would end up being like. I think there's a lot of fun places you can take that, and I think it is possible because Starving Venom and Predaplants have been getting a decent amount of support in the latest OCG set, so I'm going to hold out hope that it happens. I don't know if they actually will, but I think it would be really cool, and I think it's the one place that Starving Venom is really lacking, is with that contact fusion monster. But other than that, Starving Venom's doing fine. We just need to hopefully one day see that one extra cool monster.